Thank you so much, Bushebe Jr. And the fate of Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke hangs in the balance after the court ordered him to pay 1 billion shillings or spend 67 years in jail. In the order issued by High Court Judge Esther Maina on Thursday, she dismissed Waluke's appeal contesting a ruling where he was sentenced over 297 million shillings scandal involving the National Cereals and Produce Board NCPB. Justice Maina upheld the ruling issued by Chief Magistrate Elizabeth Juma, stating that the prosecution had proved beyond any reasonable doubt that Waluke took part in the NCPB fraud. Millicent Luamba Udmo.
The fate of Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke hangs in the balance after the court ordered him to pay 1 billion shillings or spend 67 years in jail. In the order issued by High Court Judge Esther Maina on Thursday, October 6th, she dismissed Waluke's appeal contesting a ruling where he was sentenced over 297 million shillings scandal involving the National Cereals and Produce Board NCPB. Justice Maina upheld the ruling issued by Chief Magistrate Elizabeth Juma, stating that the prosecution had proved beyond any reasonable doubt that Waluke took part in the NCPB fraud. It was said that should the MP fail to pay the fine, he will lose his seat and a subsequent by-election will be held to replace him. According to Article 99 of Chapter 2G of the Constitution, a lawmaker is liable to lose the seat if he or she is subjected to imprisonment of at least 6 months. Notably, this only applies if the MP in question has exhausted all forms of the possibility of appeal or review of the respective sentence. On June 20th, Chief Magistrate Elizabeth Juma sentenced Waluke to 67 years and his co-accused Grace Wahungu to 69 years after finding them guilty of committing fraud. The two are surviving directors of Erad Supplies and General Contractors, a company accused of engaging in a shrewd deal involving the supply of white maize to NCPB, in which the parastatal lost 297 million shillings. In addition, the company was accused of fraudulently acquiring property worth 13.3 million. Consequently, the Chief Magistrate directed Waluke to pay a 726 million shillings personal fine. Also, he will shoulder half of the 616 million fine charged to the company. Juma explained that the hefty fines were to set an example for individuals who will rather risk the lives of Kenyans to pursue personal interest. On the other hand, the High Court on Thursday, October 6th, reversed former Kipipiri MP Amos Kimunya acquittal in a 60 million fraudulent case. The ruling quashed an earlier decision by the Anti-Corruption Court that had acquitted the politician of fraud-related charges, including illegal transfer of land. With the ruling, he is set to face fresh trial after the High Court ruled that he was wrongly freed over insufficient evidence. Kimunya had been accused of 6 counts of abuse of office and illegally allocating public land to a private entity. The court ruled that he be put on his defense and set the date for the mentioning of the matter to October 11th, 2022. In their filings, the ODPP argued that the court had erred in law when it said the politician free. Kimunya was accused alongside 2 other individuals of controversial land transfer executed on June 30th, 2005, when he served in the Ministry of Lands. He was accused of allocating public land to Midlands Limited, a firm associated with him during his stint as land minister in former President Mwai Kibaki's administration. Kimunya was charged alongside Lilian Jenga, a former director of land adjudication, and Njahe Wainaina, board chairman of Midlands Limited. In her ruling in May 20th, Magistrate Felix Kombo ruled that the prosecutor of the case did not present enough evidence against the accused. The 25-acre land parcel allocated to Midlands Limited was worth an estimate of 60 million shillings. Millicent Luamba, Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.